Lake Lansing to me over the past years was when I was a kid, youngster, they used to, our Sunday school at Collins, it's now Trinity, AME Church, used to have all their Sunday school picnics with other churches in Lansing, and we'd go out there and have a Sunday school picnic. And that to me was one of the highlights of my youth.
Lake Lansing Amusement Park, probably best because when we were kids, every year the State Journal local paper would take us, all us paper boys, out there for a picnic.
We take the children out there in a big merry-go-round. Yes.
Around Hazlitt really shared good because everything was put out free, like ox roast and all kinds of roast, you know, chickens and this sort of thing.
They had tickets for us to ride the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel and the dodgems. Oh, the dodgems were fun.
When I was a college student, I did go out to the Lake Lansing Amusement Park, and I thoroughly enjoyed that because we really did have a roller coaster ride that was out on the shore of Lake Lansing, that it seemed enormous. It was white wood, and probably my memory now is it was rather rickety even then. It was a well-built coaster and a very thrilling coaster. Everybody loved it because of the dips.
That first dip, you couldn't help yourself from sitting down. You just found yourself standing up.
I was all right until that operator would hang me up in the top up there and let me sit and look down on people. Then I became fearful.
One time when I was on the Ferris wheel, I was at the top, and I'm not really great with rides, and I upchucked from the top of the Ferris wheel right down into whoever was down there. And obviously I pointed to my sister who was riding with me and said it was her, but I don't know if anyone believed that.
And that was a fun ride. And there was a tree.
Ran all the way from downtown, trolley car all the way through East Lansing and out to Lake Lansing.
That was about 10 miles out there, and it was almost like going out in the country.
Oh, the food out at Lake Lansing Park was your typical hot dogs and cotton candy and popcorn, and I remember getting sick on the hot dogs because we ate too many of them. Prices were like 10 cents for a hot dog, and this is really dating me, you know.
Because one of the first places I had French fries with vinegar on them.
I would drive all the way to Lake Lansing to buy French fries. We had a beautiful grove for picnics. A lot of reunions were held there. There was a sale.
A lot of memories there. Because when I stand there, I just want to cry.
That you could guide it with, and it always felt like you were going to hit that tree. Always. Of course, you weren't, but it sure felt like you were going to go right into that tree every time you went around. It was a very special merry-go-round. I don't know the history of it, but I do remember reading in later years that it was quite a famous carousel, that the horses were very valuable, and we didn't realize, of course, at the time that it was valuable. It was just a beautiful, big merry-go-round.
We'd go down to the lakeside, and on occasion, there'd be somebody down there say, you want to ride in a boat? And they'd take us a speeding boat out, take out around. That was rather exciting, because I never had boats, you know.
We had 2 speedboats. I think one was a Chris Craft and one was an Eddie Aquafull. And they were nice-looking boats, all mahogany hull.
And then they'd take us on a boat ride out into Lake Lansing, and right out in the middle of Lake Lansing was a house on stilts. And there wasn't anyone living in it, but I understand that during Prohibition, this was sort of a blind pig, and they had some pretty wild parties out there. Slow the boat down, we could almost touch the steps on the fence around it. And then